Well, looks like we're in match 1, 2 floors in. Just give me a sec here. This is not the Blood Division. This is Aria. Well, that's good. I like what's happening right now. Why is it doing that? Oh, good. My stream deck's not working either. So this, just give me a second to find the source so I can turn that off. There we go. Don't disappoint. Well, I have COVID, so I don't feel great. But this is a great matchup, and I haven't seen any Aria matches yet. There hasn't been a lot of Aria CoNDOR, usually for good reason, but two great Aria players here. Evtet, though, dropping the potion, but there is another potion on the floor. Okay, a reset for Evtet there. Not feeling good about how that was going. Fair enough. I do not know Aria. We're going to learn about Aria race meta together. You and I. Oh yeah, I was going to fix the layout. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that's the old CoNDOR. Hold up. This one? There we go. Disappointment for me. Yeah, I've got my timer going now. It's not correct, but that's okay. About 3.5 minutes behind. We got Ochre on the right this time. I think it was on... she was on the left for Tic Tac. Is that confusing for everybody? I don't know. What's up, everybody? How you doing? If anyone wants to co-host, just let me know. Happily have you in. Yeah. So far, we've got a pretty decent start here for Ochre. 2 damage is what you want coming into Zone 4. Still has the potion, has some goo boots. Those glass slippers going to protect from goo, which is one of the major flaws of, I guess, major hazards in Zone 4. Ochre going to tank a hit against that titanium shield. I know Tic Tac was kind of ragging on shields earlier. Ooh, that wall pig is guarding that shop. Wall pigs have 5 range, and it was the perfect amount. Could have been done, but it would have been a little spicy. Oh, a shield swap there to a strength shield. Evtet going down again. Evtet having a little bit of engine trouble here. Hard time getting started. Big armadillo going down there. For Ochre, big old pile. And a ring as well, and a jaw. Holy schmolies. This is some good stuff. So, Ochre's damage is about to dramatically increase. Didn't even take the jaw? I guess too much damage? Is that even a thing? So it would have been 8 damage, I think, with the jaw, if I'm doing my maths correctly. We're also maybe looking at a fireball spell here. That. Okay, we took the jaw. Maybe the torch. No, gonna just leave all them goodies. We'll see if we can find another bomb though, because a bomb would be great. Getting a fireball spell is really nice. Oh, there's a potential head swap. That was a lot of damage. So swapping off to the blast helm. Now, are we gonna go and get that fireball? Ooh, swapping off damage again. So if anyone's watched a lot of Spooty, which I think is a fair assumption, because a lot of people watch a lot of Spooty. One thing you'll know, Aria and Coda have some similarities in that you have to just be really aware of how much damage you're doing. Because you can easily drop the beat accidentally, and because you have a 1-range dagger only, you just have to be so aware of your damage. And Ochre's damage changed like 5 times in that last floor. So, but she is a professional here. One of the best players. And picking up, yeah, a Ring of Piercing, so any armored enemies are going to be not a big deal. Now, because this was a Deep Blues 2, technically, as you can see in the bottom right, it says Depth 2. That was a 3 health king, so 3 damage on the throw, but again, just losing all the damage. We're now down to +1... No, wait. That can't be right. Where's the 3rd damage? Is there a Strength Charm hidden in there? Are we only at +1 damage and temporary at that? Okay. Ooh, we're gonna use a Pixie explosion to be able to drop the beat to go down the floor. That was a very complex move that Ochre just accomplished. Took the trapdoor because of it. Very nice. Oh, it was Gee. Thank you. So a fake 1. So maybe looking for a strength shovel here just to get that damage back up. There it is. So now the damage is at 3, but it's tenuous. Ooh, Evtet taking a hit there. Losing the potion, breaking the glass shovel. Looked like it was some awkwardness with the electro zombie on. It was just kind of wigging out. Now that's interesting. Is attacking the pixies? It was an attack on the pixies with the blast helm that I think allowed Ochre to do that trapdoor drop. That's a strat that I don't even know. It's really good. Thanks again, TikTok, for the raid, and welcome everybody. If you're from Ivy's channel, I also love Ivy and really enjoy all the Spelunky 2 shenanigans. So thanks for being here. Ochre's gonna take a, what do we call those? Floor door? Take a floor door to the next... It's not a trap door, because it's not a trap. It's just a door, but it's in the floor, so it's a floor door. Anyways. Yeah, this is looking like a very solid run here for Ochre. If you do plan on playing this character, you might be a little surprised at how difficult this character is, because they make it look so easy. Oh, hey, a strength torch. I would take that. Then you have a guaranteed 3 damage, but Ochre really valuing the Glorch, the glass torch, for vision, and that's fair. It's mapping, it's vision, safety. But yeah, this character is quite tough. You only get half a heart, you never get better than a dagger, you just have to get damage ups to increase your damage. It was designed originally as the hard-to-beat character that when Ryan Clark first designed, wasn't sure if it would be a character they could beat. Oh, nice buffers with those throwing stars from Ochre. Of course, that was not the case, and I, just as some fun history, I was in the original race to be the first person to beat Aria, and I failed. Ochre just dropped the potion by stepping on that ice. So actually Ochre's in a bit of a dicey spot now. That maybe gonna just try and do this the normal way. There might have been some thinking about taking these trapdoors. But yeah, that's bad. And there goes the shield. Now this is the golden loot. This is the final fight. Gonna turn back into that. Now we do have heavy glass. Just needs to not drop the beat. Looks like without any rider spawns, this should be an on-the-rails quick fight. If you are learning Aria, I highly recommend you learn this fight. There's many YouTube videos, including one by myself, that shows you how to do that fight. So... what was the RTA on that? I missed it. RTA was a 10:03. GG's. Bit of a tough start for Evtet, but once you're that far behind Ochre, it's kind of hard to catch up. This character, you can't mash too fast. You kind of just gotta go the pace you can. There's a few items you can pick up along the way, but I believe the Courage Shovel was banned. Courage Ring is one of those items that's like crazy risk reward, unless you're really good with. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to any Canadians out there. Hope you are spending it with your family. Hopefully your family's all, you know, huddled around the TV, watching some CoNDOR. I have to heading back to the tutorial. Yeah, Aria goes backwards. So, yeah, much to the chagrin of many of the people in the community, a lot of people do not like reverse order Aria, reverse zones. But you know what? It's okay. It's not so bad. It's a lot better that it's zone 5. By the way, Ochre is now 4-0 with this character. Best win is a 735. That average actually just went down a bit with that last race. So that was not Ochre's fastest, not even close. 735 is actually pretty slamming. Alright, we're going to be starting in a moment. There it is. Hey, look, I got the timer going. Alright, we are underway. Now, for anyone new to CoNDOR, we don't normally race this character, but this is Crypt of the Necrodancer. There's a lot of characters, and they are all extremely unique, which I love. A little different than Spelunky, where all the characters are not different. other than sort of whatever superficial, you know, whatevers you put on top of them. Everybody has their favorite character in Spelunky, but they're all kind of the same. This one, they're all very different. This is one of the very different characters because it goes the wrong way through the zones. And she, yeah, like I said before, only gets a dagger, has half a heart, can't drop the beat. But because of that, having only half a heart, this Glassjaw is actually really good. What it ends up doing is... What are we doing here, Ochre? I think Ochre is trying to set up a leprechaun here. Yeah, this is going to be really good. This is going to be a full leprechaun milk here. You can see that Ochre knocked the leprechaun. This is score strats. Ochre, of course, one of the greatest score runners of all time in Necrodancer. Even got the 16 beat. Very good. But yeah, that is a strat to really pile up the gold because you can use that bounce trap. And it's actually really good because this is a conjure shop. Yeah, the sub beat hit there. This game does run beat for beat, but when you crack open the hood and look at all the code, it's actually a lot happening in every beat. There's a lot of priorities and these kinds of things, and so there are things you can do that are sub beat. Now that money didn't actually matter. Evtet here thinking hard about what kind of armor to go for. It's between Gi and glass. That's all that's there, so you need to stop conjuring armor. Yeah, so this is 1-1. You're not going to get heavy glass. But you can fill the room with Gis. Gis and glass. See, Ochre's already moved on to other items. They're basically able to farm their build. If you look, the cost is 0 when you have the Shrine of Darkness, Ring of Shadows. But as soon as you take that ring off, you'll see the cost skyrocket, because the shopkeeper's like, oh, wait a minute. So what are we at? Yeah, Ochre even bombing away some of the items. Oh, I missed it. Okay, that looked like, what, 200,000 coins? That's a lot. Not insurmountable if you're doing Bard Score. We are not doing Bard Score, and that takes a long time. Many hours. Ochre already breaking the glass armor. Evtet needs to leave. So this is a character that if you run out of time, you actually die. Because you technically missed the beat. Now, I think it would just cost the potion. It wouldn't end Evtet's run. Yep, the race is seeded. All of our races are seeded. They run on the same seed. And we just had a huge freaking update to this game. The Synchrony DLC that has... Well, it was built by the community. It was built by Maru, Greemy, and a few other people from the community. And BYG was like, holy smokes. And they basically rebuilt the game. And in doing so, they also fixed all the crazy seed variants that we would get when racing. So racing this season has dramatically improved because any sort of like BS seed variants that we occasionally got, things like the Blood Shopkeeper throws not being seeded, all that stuff has been fixed. And now it's like proper seeded, and it's incredible because it was specifically designed for racing, which is so cool. I love that this game has transitioned to a racing game in a lot of senses. I mean, it's still very much the lovable rhythm-based roguelike that it always has been, but yeah, there's a huge contingent of the development of this game is now devoted to what we do. I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn. I don't think so. I think that's kind of fair, which is really cool. Love that. And frankly, Maru, who is, I believe you could say, the lead dev of the DLC, is a CoNDOR season winner. So how cool is that? So yeah, it's a really cool community. I love how we've evolved over the years, and it's great to see. We have a good time, and we see new faces every season, and that makes me so happy. So yeah, good times. Anyways, we are racing Aria. This is a character we don't race very often. Yo, nice. That fire shrine there. Gonna get a fireball out of it. And that blast helm returns. Oh, that was funny. So Ochre jumping back. Can I get a replay on that? Ochre jumping back onto the glass jaw to pick it up, but in doing so, broke the shield. Broke their shield. Fascinating. Alright, Ochre, on to your Zone 2 boss. Well, Zone 4, Depth 2 boss. It is the monarch himself, King Konga. The monarch of music. The Sultan of Swing. The Bossa Nova. King Konga. Is Deep Blues a joke to me? Are you a joke? The Liege of Lions. Yes. Oh, I did say the king. You're right. I was mistaken. Evtet made a bit of an oopsie there. Gonna be using bombs here instead. There is a bombing... yeah, and there goes all the stuff. the Sing? Wait, there's more names. There's the Tsar of... What's a music term that sounds like Tsar? I got nothing. Gwar? The Tsar of Gwar? That's a band. Guys, I'm very sick. Evtet with the illegal sprite there, but I think we can allow it. Ah, the Tsar of Guitar. Yes. The Regnant? Regnant, that is a term I've not heard of before. Guitar is way better. Well, the Gwar is awesome. But it doesn't make sense. Nice nade there from Ochre. Oh, Regent. How is Babby formed? Am I regnant? Classic stuff. Classic stuff. Alright, Ochre there taking a potion drink to get down to the golden loot. We're gonna see that quick kill once again. I'll try and commentate it at speed. Here we go. You wait a moment until the loot moves. You hit it, then batter on the body, then hit it in the face. You get confused. You hit it on the face, then body, then face, then body, back up, hit the face, and then run to the exit. I think I said it. I might have missed a hit here and there. But that was a fantastically fast run there from Ochre. Indubitably. A 738 RTA, 728. That is a season PB. Body blow, headshot. Regnant is an objective, so you can be a regnant regent. The Royal Rhythmic. Ooh. Oh, but then I gotta get like a monkey name in there too. Oh, you could make this. Oh, okay. I gotta like write this down for next time, so I can give like a little introduction to King Konga. What's an R word for some sort of... The Sultan of Simians, yeah. What's Admiral of Apes, but it's gotta be like... I can't get all three. There's three components here. It's the king, it's the monkey, and it's the music. King of Kongs, great movie. Head, body, head, down, down, head, head. Yes. That reminds me of the Dino Damage commercial. T-Rex wants a part of the action. Rawr. I don't know, it just reminds me of like 90s commercials. Alright, so one thing we do see with Aria... Oh, Ochre knocking the barrel onto the dagger. It's fine. Oh, hey, into that spike trap. Quite a lot of farming in the first zone, especially in 1-1. And that's because the difference between 1-1 and 1-2 is quite a lot with Aria. Because as soon as you have enemies with more health, they get more complicated because you can't drop the beat. You can't just stand still. So it gets complicated. Ochre almost actually cornering herself there with those skeletons, but saw it a couple beats ahead and handled it. Is going to even use the skull to break open some more of these walls. Poor Freddy's shop is just obliterated. He's got to hit the button and... Imagine his shop was actually just on a big elevator, and the whole floor revolved around where his shop shaft... That doesn't sound very good. the elevator shaft where his shop is. But then if you break the walls, then it's all janked up the whole way down. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, chat. All right. There's something about doing these commentaries, these community ones, not the showcases. Get a little bit off the rails, just sometimes. But look, think of that. That'd be kind of a fun way, because like, how does Freddy get onto all the floors? Yeah, Ochre gonna open up this this shop here, and actually he's probably gonna sell the shovel and the shield and the torch. Get something to buy here. So this has been a new addition. You can sell stuff, and then if you sell more stuff, it'll reroll. But that fireball spell is extremely valuable. So losing a bit of the build, but gaining a fireball spell, which is dang good. And we're gonna see it here. No, we're not, because we're setting up for the leprechaun. Ochre is ahead of the game. We're even gonna get a. There it is. Yeah. So if you knock the leprechaun behind a wall like that, you can also milk it that way. Got the 16 again! Unbelievable. So you can actually hit the leprechaun before the leprechaun disappears. Teleports away. In a beautiful rainbow. Okay, careful Evtet. Careful Evtet. Oh my goodness. I saw that coming. Take a look at this. As soon as you hit, your exit is gone. You could have dug through the wall there. She could have, I don't know. Yeah, unfortunate. All right, we're going to get a little Inception replay here because I want to show it again. Tough one. Fireball. Unfortunate one for Evtet. Both these racers, I think this is third match in a row. Did they do Suzu Cadence and then now this? Oh my god. Ochre going down there, miscalculating damage. Doesn't have any damage, and so yeah, you can't do that. Was it the case that there was water, but then the skeleton, the headless skeleton, removed the water? Oh, we got a double death, so we are restarting. That means you get more time with me, chat. Nice. Yeah, this is the last week of CoNDOR Season XIV, which is our 14th season. We've had a lot of fun with these seasons, and we've done a lot of, it's kind of interesting, you know, now that we have a double death here, do what those baseball commentators do and start talking about ancient history and stuff. But, yeah, our very first season format was just was 4 weekend tournaments that were brackets that I was even in. And then the top 2 winners of each one went into a finals bracket, which was the Tournament of Champions. And then we did that, and DJC won it. It's good. It's a good tournament. And then we had many, many seasons. And once we got to season, I think it was 5, we came up with this idea of having tiers. So there's the blood tier, titanium tier, obsidian tier, crystal tier, and playoff tier. And it was a promotion tournament with only the ability to promote, which was kind of cool. So once you got into a tier, you were always in that tier, and you raced people in that tier. And the way to promote was on the weekend we had promotion matches. And if you won your promotion matches, you moved up to the next tier against the other top of your tier. So the top 2 racers in titanium would race, and then they would go against each other. And the winner would go on to obsidian. It was pretty cool. That was a neat idea, because there was no relegation. I think we did that 1 or 2 seasons, and then we switched over to one that had promotion and relegation. And then ultimately we made the tiers not matter, other than just kind of as an identification thing. Because we ultimately, I think CoNDOR X, or no, Season 8, 9, or X. It was one of those 3. God, I don't know. There's been so many seasons. Where we just decided to go straight up with a laddered MMR style. And we've been doing that ever since. And it's really worked out. I feel like the main... Oh, Ochre's setting up this again. Very nice. Watch out for that guy. Are we going to get the leprechaun on the 16? Yep, there it is. Nicely done. But yeah, ever since, I feel like we've just had really close, like the way it's designed, it just really close matches, which is nice. We also added the ability to challenge like a few seasons ago as well, so you can play against people that aren't at your level if you want to. But of course, you're putting if you're higher level, you're putting a lot more on the line than they are. But you should have an easier time based on your, level. And that's what we're seeing here. Ochre is a top tier racer. Evtet, of course, incredible at this game, but not quite the level of Ochre. Evtet here in a real gross spot. Might want to use this pulse scroll just to get out of this. Gonna have to, yeah, oof. That was just bad. That was a mess. Shadow taking a win off Ochre is pretty good. Oh, you liked the promotion tournament there, Rin? There was some issues with it. I mean, I think it was a bigger problem if someone had to drop and you couldn't really jump in the middle of the season. And then, yeah, every week we had 2 people promote into the playoffs. And then once you're in the playoffs, it was, like, not clear what happens. Like, it was like you're already in the playoffs. Like, you could get into the playoffs in the first week, and then you're just like, okay, my season's made. I'm just going to wait for the playoffs now. So it had its issues, but it was kind of neat. Alright. So Ochre here with the Battle Shovel for extra damage, plus the Ear Muffins. That's going to be a +2. We've got the Big Bombs. Oh, the shrine no longer gives you the item. It puts the item beside you. That's nice. The Duke of Double Reset. Is that me? Hey, Azuma. Azuma and Melty. It's nice to see both of you. I haven't really been chatting to chat. I've just been sort of talking into the void, but it's nice to have you all here. So far, this is not the most surprising of ways that this is going, but a double death there. Ochre, yeah, like you can see our RTAs coming up to the length of the first race and already surpassed the second race. Been busy? Yeah, I've been not busy, but I need to be because I'm not sure when I'm going back to work, but it might be tomorrow. Gotta make sure I'm in good shape. Not feeling sick, but if that's the case, I need to make sure I am ready. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be busy for the rest of the day, but I managed to get this little cast in, which is nice. Oh, I see. So Evtet had a conjure of that ring. It's a good pickup. Glass Shovel over Battle Shovel. Mobility is a pretty big deal. Tier 3 walls can screw you over in with Aria, so I'm gonna guess that with already having 3 damage, the Battle Shovel isn't as necessary. That's my guess. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, Zone 1 Tier 3 walls can be really freaking bad. And with these glass slippies, Ochre does not have to worry about ice. Not for now, until they break. But they're a long way from breaking, honestly. And seeing the Miner's Cap, not going to take it. Evtet might in that situation, but Ochre will not. Ochre wants to keep the damage. Speaking of damage, there is another damaging ring there, but is it the right one to pick up? It is not. Knockback can be kind of bad. I don't know. You just gotta be really aware of it. Like, if it's a Minotaur, you can, like, pin them up against a wall and just keep stabbing. So there are reasons, or any mini-boss, really. There are reasons to have knockback, but you gotta be careful because you only have a one-range weapon. Okay, Evtet's gotta stay on these, yeah, here's where it gets a little awkward. But there we go, knocking the dragon up against the wall. Staying on the wire is what I was going to say. Okay, shovel upgrade for Evtet. Ochre here into Zone 2, Depth 4. Maybe looking for a way down that trapdoor? No, just kind of really pushing there. That was sort of an unnecessary push. Maybe thought they had a way to handle it, but they did take a hit. So she's lost her left arm of her armor. Aria. Melty. I have heard of Warakia. Aria. Waria. Yeah, Aria is way harder to say. Oop, big bombs. Torch of Strength, gonna take that? No. Ochre really prioritizing this glass. Oh, careful. Okay, I have seen Aria go the wrong way so many times. Okay, we're fine. Oof, and a metronome just ticky-tocking and taking out Evtet. King Konga, the Mad King Music Monkey. Oh, that bat just dodged. Sick dodge by that bat. Yeah, so we're not seeing any tier 3 rooms, but they exist in zone 1, and they're a problem. Okay, we're gonna take that trapdoor, which you are allowed to do with Aria. There's some tier 3 walls, but only for the brief moment. Yeah, with all these bombs, just plant bombs and keep walking. Might drop the potion here. Yeah, just gonna drop down that trapdoor. What do they call it? 5-3, I guess. 1-3, I don't know. Potion drop down the trapdoor is common. Okay, here is a good time to place a bomb. So we're a little off the rails. Ochre having to use a bomb to buffer, but this might be back on the rails now. Yes. Looks good. There it is. And GG. Now, has anyone here, show of hey guys, if you've ever missed a beat on your way down to the exit stairs of Aria and died and lost your run? I will promptly put a hey guys in chat for that. Yeah, it does not. No, the floor door is a little friendlier. It used to actually not even have a mosh pit on the other side, but it does now. So, all right. Well, that's it for that show. GG's, fun times. Coming up next, our next match is going to be Ochre once more. In fact, like Tic Tac said, Ochre's got 3 matches coming up. An Aria match against NB Telethia, a Suzu match against Gaming Pros Adventure, and then a Cadence against Crate triple 3 with Quad 3, I mean, which is going to be awesome. They're all going to be great. I think, actually, NB Telethia, Ochre... Telethia is a bit of a specialist when it comes to alternate characters. So, that should be pretty good. End of a story mode run.